Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Dirty talk is one of those omnipresent behaviors people love, but rarely talk about or teach how to do. It's so powerful and impactful, yet understudied and underutilized. It's also one of the scarier and more challenging sex skills one can try, so it makes sense, but, and it's a big one, that's a shame. Because talking dirty is scientifically proven to increase sexual and relationship satisfaction. Yes, just by stimulating your mind, Craig, you're making sexual satisfaction easier to reach, and I'm gonna teach you how. Welcome to Let's Talk About Sex, a show where we talk about sex. I'm your host, Jerome Stewart Nichols, resident sexpert at ltasex.com and Mr. Butters at getthebutters.com. And today, we're gonna go balls deep into what dirty talk actually is, why it can feel awkward and how to overcome it, ground rules for successful dirty talk, various dirty talk styles. You'll meet the patron saints of dirty talk. And then we'll wrap this all up with close to 100 actual examples and prompts you can use tonight to help you craft the exact kind of dirty talk to drive your lover wild. Part 1. What is dirty talk? Dirty talk, very simply, is the art of sharing your desires, loves, and passions. It's not just the most vulgar thing you can think of, but yes, that's included. As long as you're truly communicating your desires, erotic imagination, building connection, or make sexual desire more accessible, you're doing dirty talk right. It can be tender, brutal, poetic, silly, reverent, factual, instructional, curious, adoring, aggressive, or wordlessly filthy. What unites it all is intention. The most important thing you need to remember about dirty talk is that dirty talk is personal. There is no universal dictionary. What feels hot to one person might feel repulsive, neutral, or silly to another. The goal is not to sound like someone else. It's to sound like the truest, most horn dog version of yourself. Part 2. Why talking dirty works. The first thing you need to know about increasing sexual pleasure and satisfaction is that the brain is the biggest sex organ in the body, hands down. The more intriguing, exciting, and creative you can be, the better sex you can have. That's why I promote the 24/7 foreplay rule, where foreplay never ends. We'll get more into that later. That's why I encourage dressing for your partner, and also why I think dirty talk is one of the keys to maintaining your spark long term. As I mentioned, talking dirty has been proven to increase relationship and sexual satisfaction. That means even when you can't be physically intimate, dirty talk can be the boat or bridge over troubled waters back to the bedroom. I don't call it the river of communication for nothing. Dirty talk works because our primate brains are wired to translate language into sensation. Hearing desire arouses in the same way that touch does. When someone describes what they want to do to you, or want done to them, or what they feel while doing it, the erotic image lands in the body, not just in the mind. This is why erotica is such a popular book genre. Words that seem simple on paper can be the world's strongest aphrodisiac. Part 3. Why dirty talk can feel awkward. No, you're not the only one. Dirty talk can often feel awkward, vulnerable, and uncomfortable. Why? Well, you are literally being vulnerable and open to rejection when you do it. Dirty talk is an invitation. And if it's rejected, that's going to sting longer than if it were accepted. 2 days for acceptance and 3 days for rejection. Rejection also stings hard in the same way pain hurts, but normalcy feels kind of like nothing. You're often opening your truest, deepest desires for examination. That's an emotionally risky situation. The stakes feel high because they are. If we fumble a joke at work, honestly, who gives a fuck? But if we open our mouth in bed and the moment falls flat, the fear is that our desirability might fall with it. So many people stay silent, not because they don't want to speak, but, and it's a big one, because they're terrified that if someone heard what they really wanted, the response would be confusion or disappointment. That's why compassion, playfulness, and trust matter. They turn dirty talk from a risk into a thrill, like a roller coaster versus a car crash. As someone who can be shy or quiet at times, I totally understand the freezing that happens. You want to do something, you really, really do. You have a thought, but, and yet another big one, it just won't come out. Your mouth is sealed and your head is an echo chamber. This is just anxiety. And the ground rules we're going to lay out next will help you beat the shit out of it like Thanos. Part 4. Ground rules for excellent dirty talk. Part 1. Make sure it's welcome. Of course, you should have consent, but you should also have current permission, keeping in mind what your partner wants. This guide is for folks in relationships, so consent, it can be presumed, for dirty talk at least, but, and it's a big one, is this the right time, place, mood, or topic to talk dirty about? You might like feet, anal kinks, or something else, but, and it's a big one, if that makes your lover uncomfortable, or you're talking to someone who doesn't want to talk like that, it's not dirty talk, it's harassment, which is not sexy. Number 2, dirty talk equals improv plus motivational speaking. At its core, dirty talk is Mae West-style body improv comedy mixed with motivational speaking, which means, like all great artists, you should be stealing techniques to make your own. You know, a bit of robbery and fraud. From improv, yes, and staying present in the moment and reacting honestly. Also, letting your partner's energy guide your next line. In other words, go with the flow. For example, when we get home tonight, I'm going to take you straight to bed. Yeah? Then what? From comedy, you can steal the timing, the playful exaggeration, the confidence to commit fully, and the willingness to let things be just a little absurd. For example, how's your head? I haven't had any complaints. For motivational speaking, use your tone to uplift, affirm, and direct. Speak with intention, warmth, and clarity, so your partner feels desired, supported, and excited to follow your lead. For example, yes, you can make my toes curl like Nessa under Dorothy's house. Part 3. You're a beginner. Take the pressure off. Start slow. You don't have to go off the walls immediately or ever. Y'all are together. It's a journey. There is no point in skipping the goofy, awkward parts that will bond you two together. Feel free to script some lines. Stick to observation, or even a text-based medium if speaking your dirty thoughts is uncomfortable. Your main focus is how your words, timing, and tone impact your lover, not how it sounds to anyone else. It ain't got to be perfect spelling. It's just gotta be real to how y'all talk. Plus, if they're really into you, showing effort will likely be enough to touch that booty. Part 4. Vulgar is good because it's honest. The dirtier or more factual, the better psychologically. If it makes you gasp, giggle, blush, flush, or squeal, you're in the right area. Use vulgar words like dick, cunt, nuts, pussy, fuck, cum, and ass. Or technical terms like penis, vulva, scrotum, anus, or intercourse. These words are bold and signal confidence. Poetic vulgarity is also welcomed. The skill needed to pull it off shows effort, intelligence, and again, honesty. Cutesy words like kitty, meat, thing, or down there are really only acceptable if they hit your partner's mental spot. They just usually don't. Part 5. Body language. The game can be played in many ways, and the river of communication can be navigated in many kinds of vessels. Sometimes responding to dirty talk physically is acceptable and preferred. For example, one partner could narrate what the other is doing. "Oh yeah, look at those strong arms stirring that gravy. Yeah, you better taste it." In response, you could give a flex or smile or any number of physical gestures to give positive feedback. Part 6. Don't overpromise. Look, fantasy is welcome in dirty talk. This is play after all. But don't write checks your sex can't cash or you have zero intentions of following up on. If you're both doing it and life just gets in the way, then it's completely harmless fun. And it's a gigantic one. If you promise hours of fun and reckless abandon, it's not unreasonable for people to think you're being honest. Remember, dirty talk is vulnerable. If you're always hiding behind fantasy, you're not doing it right. Part 7. You're still allowed privacy. Just because you're opening up and sharing doesn't mean you have to share everything now or ever. Ideally, you could be an open book, but you are more of an expert on what's best for you. Hold parts of yourself back if they feel tender, unfinished, or not ready for the spotlight. Erotic honesty doesn't require complete exposure. Share what feels good, skip what doesn't. And remember that mystery can be arousing too. Part 5. Examples of excellent dirty talk. Now, even with everything said, you still might want some actual examples. Perhaps some Mad Libs or Bedlibs you can fill in to get started? Well, you're in luck. I know a couple of things you can fill in. I also have a few examples in Bedlibs for you. See what I did there? Examples of excellent dirty talk, Part 1. A curated list of people to steal from. These are the patron saints of talking dirty, each one anointed for their innovation in the field of dirty talk. First up, Mae West, patron saint of shamelessness.
Well, when I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
Janet Jackson, patron saint of control. Dolly Parton, patron saint of innocence and mischief.
Damn it!
What's the matter?
You're in bed already.
So?
So I told you 100 times, watching you get undressed is the best part.
The best part?
Well, maybe not the best part, but in the top 2.
Elvira, patron saint of filthy fun.
Oh my gosh, Elvira, I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
How's your head?
I haven't had any complaints yet.
Excuse me?
I think I'll live.
Prince, patron saint of devotion. Eartha Kitt, patron saint of predation. Nina Simone, the patron saint of intensity. Barry White, the patron saint of serenade and seduction.
So, What do you want to do?
Grace Jones, the patron saint of ownership.
Driving down those city streets, waiting to get down.
And finally, Madonna, the patron saint of provocation.
I want to kiss you in Paris.
May they guide you on your journey. Semen. Examples of excellent dirty talk part 2. Affirmation-based dirty talk. Now, this is the most commonly acceptable form of dirty talk for people who need reassurance, connection, or to feel wanted. So, everyone. This category hits a deep psychological need for social acceptance. These are not directly sexual, but, and it's a big one, this will absolutely make intimacy more desirable. Affirmation-based dirty talk examples. I'm so proud of you. That's really helpful. I appreciate it so much. You are doing such a good job for me. You know just what I like. I knew I was right to ask you. I love how open you are with me. God, that's perfect. Or, I need you, / I need your help. Now, here's some Bedlibs or fill in the blank examples for you to use yourself. Affirmation-based dirty talk Bedlibs. I love the way you blank. It makes me feel so blank. Perhaps I love the way you walk. It makes me feel so dizzy. For yourself at home, just fill it in with whatever feels right for you. And the same will be true for all of these, although I'll say it multiple times. Next, you're so blank, especially when you blank. Being with you like this makes me feel blank, like my whole body is waking up. I feel so blank when you touch my blank like that. The way you blank when I blank drives me wild. When you blank for me, I feel completely blank. Examples of excellent dirty talk part 3, narrative dirty talk. This is the art of description. This is where you narrate reality or fantasy in a way that turns the ordinary into the obscene. Think of it like live erotic commentary. You're just telling the truth but sexier. If you freeze during sex, this is your safest category. Simply describe what you're seeing, doing, or feeling, and the dirty part takes care of itself. Narrative dirty talk examples. Your body is quivering. Let me do that again. The jiggle physics on your thighs is crazy. Your breath changed. Right there. I think you like that. The way your tits rise and fall when you breathe makes me lose focus. Literally hypnotic. This feels heavenly. You're so wet. Now, here's some Bedlibs or fill in the blank examples for you to use yourself. I love how your blank presses into my blank like that. Perhaps, I love how your bulge is pressing into my back like that. Let's unwrap it and do something fun with it. You see, it can go anywhere. The way your blank moves when I blank is making me lose control. I can smell how turned on you are. It smells like blank, and I am obsessed. The heat from your blank on my blank feels unreal. Whoa, you're really doing blank? I wonder what would happen if I blank. Simply describe what you're seeing, doing, or feeling, and the dirty part takes care of itself. Examples of excellent dirty talk part 4, goofy, playful dirty talk. Now this is the fun, stupid, silly, childish kind. Examples. If you keep doing that, I'm filing a complaint with HR. I swear you're trying to assassinate me with that body. If you make that face again, I'm climbing on top like Mount Everest. You're wearing that? Do you want me to be hard the whole time? Because that's how you keep me hard the whole time. You can add silly sound effects to your lover moving around like warble, 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 jiggle, jiggle, wop, 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 wee, wee. And then, don't forget about a good old Tex Avery wolf whistle. You can start banging on the table, doing the whole thing. Now, here's some bed libs or fill in the blank examples for you to use yourself. Are you trying to blank me with that blank because it's working? The way your blank is blank should be illegal. I'm calling HR and the police and the president. If you do that again, I'm gonna blank right here on this blank. You can't look at me like that. I am weak and I will blank. Your blank is doing something sinful to my blank. I swear that blank should come with a warning label. Examples of excellent dirty talk part 5, primal, romantic, and devotional dirty talk. Now, this is for the kind of people who like erotica, romance novels, sexual exploration, gothic aesthetics, and the like. If you're here, if you are a LCA sex reader, you probably want this energy in your life just a little bit. This one is actually rather easy because you can literally quote or paraphrase your lover's favorite authors, poets, and characters, or even just play with the concepts of consumption, ownership, and forever. Primal, romantic, devotional, dirty talk examples. I want to drag you beneath me and keep you there until you're shaking. The way you open for me feels like destiny and desire wrestling under your skin. I need to feel every inch of you clinging to me like sweat in sunlight. You're mine right now and forever. All of this is for me. You taste like heat and danger. I need another kiss to survive. The sound you make when I touch you is a promise I intend to keep. Your body calls to me like it remembers something ancient, and I'm here to answer. I can't get enough of how you taste. I just want more, endlessly. I want to feel you begging for more. The way you respond makes me want to consume all of you. I want your pleasure dripping down my chin. Now, here's some bed libs or fill in the blank examples for you to use yourself. I want to blank you until you can't blank and forever after. We can keep this one passionate. I want to love you until we can't breathe and forever after. I need to feel your blank on my blank. You can keep it cutesy. I need to feel your hand on my hair. I need to feel your hand in my hand. I need to feel your lips on my lips. The way you blank makes me want to blank you right here. I want to taste every blank on your blank. I could blank you all night and still want more. The way you blank for me feels animal. I want your blank dripping down my blank. I want to hear you blank for me while I blank. Your blank makes me feel wild. I need more. I want to pin you down and blank until we both lose control. Part 6. How to build your very own dirty talk. Dirty talk is not Shakespearean recitation unless it is for you. Usually, though, it's a remix. Now that you've seen the styles and templates, here's how to stitch them into something that feels natural, sexy, and alive. How to build your own dirty talk. Part 1. Choose your energy. Different partners, moods, and positions call for different tones. Pick the one that fits your body right now, not the idea of what sex should sound like. Affirming, narrative, observational, playful, primal, romantic, devotional. However you do it, pick yours and go forth. How to build your dirty talk part 2? Grab a template. Use any of these bed libs as a launch pad. It's just scaffolding. It's not a script. Even when I was going through it, you saw me change the words and work things around to how things would sound more natural for me. So why don't you plug in 1 or 2 words that feel easy, say it out loud, whisper it, growl it, giggle it. Whatever comes out is correct because it's yours. And remember, if they're really into you, showing effort will likely be enough to touch that booty. How to build your own dirty talk part 3? Let the body respond. Pay attention. Be in the moment.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
If they moan, build on it. If they laugh, lean in, double down. If they shiver, go slower. Focus in. Dirty talk is a loop. You speak, their body reacts, your next line grows from the reaction. You are not performing at them. You're co-creating with them. How to build your own dirty talk part 4? Break the template. I always tell you that you should learn the rules and then break them if you want to succeed. Once you start talking, ditch the structure. Let the sentences fall apart. Let words blur. Let sounds take over. Dirty talk isn't always about grammar. It's about heat and honesty. How to build your own dirty talk part 5. Add curiosity or direction. Ask a question or make a request. Show me what you want next. Do that again. Like this? Those tiny moves turn talk into intimacy. They also bring in narrative dirty talk in a natural way. How to build your own dirty talk part 6. End with aftercare. Even one line brings the whole experience full circle. You did so good. That felt amazing. I love being close like this. What was the first style of dirty talk I told you about? Affirmation. And everyone needs that. Part 7. When to use these tools. Dirty talk is one of the pillars of sexual satisfaction. You can use it as often as it's pleasurable. During foreplay, you can give some curiosity, observation, praise. During sex, it can be more primal, filthy, aggressive, or devotional. After climax, you can move into grounding, soothing, or affirming. Outside the bedroom, it can be playful, teasing, romantic filth, or light sparks. Because there's one undeniable truth about vibrant long-term relationships. They be fucking. I'm talking about wet, messy, can't keep their hands off each other, making other people uncomfortable, first solo apartment kind of fucking. It's on their mind all the time, and they're always in a state of getting ready for their next trip to Pound Town. That's because, whether they know it or not, they're following the 24/7 foreplay rule, or the dirty talk all the time rule, if you will. The game never ends, so the love never ends. Wrap up. Dirty talk isn't about being clever. It's about being present. The hottest lines come from the body, not the brain. Start simple, let it get messy, and trust that your desire speaks fluent, erotic, without ever needing a script.